Hi Tim.
Hi.
So thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Firstly, I'd like to check what's brought you here today.
Okay. Um, I've I'll tell you a bit about myself first. What I'm doing. I'm currently studying at university, and my first year I just went in, and I used to have a lot of I used to be quite stressed, and I think that's coming back now, especially now it's coming with a lot of assignments and everything. And I think it's
this time of the year, more assignments coming in.
yeah, it's my first year anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I'm finding it a bit harder to cope, so I thought it would be good to come in and try to get a bit of help lah.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. No, that's fantastic. And you saying this is the first time you're actually coming to talk to someone as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So just so you know, I mean, this has been the first time we're meeting. I would like to find out a bit more about you, your background. So I don't mean to probe, but it just would be helpful as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You're saying it's your first year at uni, and understandably, adjustment and all of that as well. But you talked about academics, so that's been stressful for you.
Yeah, I think that's what's it's a bit hard to focus on my work nowadays. I'm trying to adjust to this whole new university thing, just coming out of army, and like it's a sudden large workload, and it matters so much. I think that I've gotten in, and I don't think that my studies might be the problem, but I think like I do spend quite a bit of time worrying about it, and that's also because I don't really focus on my work very well now. I think there are a lot of other things that I tend to worry about lah.
Okay, so you see the studies might not necessarily be the problem. What would you think is?
Yeah, I think I spend quite a lot of time thinking about just like my social circles or friends, and how I'm fitting in, and it's not healthy lah that I spend so much time on that, and I just don't focus very much on my work because of that, and that's more or less why I came down to see you, because I don't want that to affect everything else that I'm doing lah.
Okay. When you say you're spending a lot of time thinking about your social circles, can you tell me a bit more about that?
I think I'm finding it a bit hard to fit in the university.
Okay.
There's a lot of new people now. Back before army and everything, I used to have two really close friends, and these are people that I would talk to and spend time with lah. But now that I'm in university, they're not here with me anymore. They've gone elsewhere. And
so you're saying before army, as in school before, is it?
Junior college and secondary school. These friends were with me all the way lah.
Okay.
So but now I'm just having a bit of a harder time trying to have this same kind of friendships. I'm not sure. You get the idea lah.
Okay. No. Yeah. I think I'm getting a better idea for sure. You're saying you're not having as good or easy a time. So I mean, it's been how long now that you've been in university?
About 3 months.
3 months now.
Just 3 months.
Okay. And in these 3 months, you said having a bit of difficulty fitting in.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Right. So have you made some friends here yet, or how has that been like?
I mean, yeah, I do have this group of people that I go to lectures with, and then some of my classroom tutorials as well. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what they think of me.
Okay.
And sometimes I feel like I don't really belong.
I see.
Like in the conversation, I just don't really fit lah. I don't contribute to it. But I think they're generally very nice people also, and they're accepting. But it still feels like I don't really fit, and
Okay.
and that kind of makes me think lah. Sometimes when doing work, like what am I supposed to be doing? Am I fitting in? Am I making any problems? And
So you said you worry about what they think about you.
I guess you can say that.
Okay.
Yeah. How do I put it? Because I mean, sometimes you worry about how people think about you as well. I think everybody does.
Of course.
And I just that's.
And it sounds like, whilst that is what people would think, you are thinking about it even when you're studying or even outside of these situations.
I think about it pretty often. That's why I came with help. I think.
Okay.
It's just not healthy to be thinking about it so much, about worrying about it, thinking there's something that I should be doing, something else something I can take precaution against, but it usually doesn't amount to anything, and then it just distracts me from my work, and I don't want to not perform because of all these sort of things, you know. Yeah.
Okay. So on the one hand, it's the academics, that you're stressed over, but you recognize that maybe it's not just about the studies itself; it's about these social things.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, the social things, they impede on the academic process, and it just tumbles. And
Okay.
yeah.
So when you are, in these kind of social situations, what tends to happen? Maybe you can give me an example of, you just talked about the thoughts, but do you have any behaviors or reactions and these kind of things?
I mean, hmm. Do you have like a more specific or something I could tell you?
So it's like, yeah, I'm just curious. You're saying on the one hand, you do. It sounds like you are looking for friends. At the same time, you've had a bit of trouble. So when you are, whether it's with people in the class, or I'm not sure if you hang out with them outside, or these social situations, and maybe you do get anxious. How do you tend to react or respond?
Sorry, could you ask that again?
Okay, so I'm just wondering again, in these social situations where you say you start to feel a bit more anxious, how do you react or how do you respond?
How do I react and respond? I guess, I really want to make friends like I used to have those two friends, right? But the thing is, it's very intimidating, I think, to try to step out and put yourself out there, lah. And sometimes it gets really overwhelming, and like heart races, and palms get a bit sweaty, and I just had this like overcoming fear of like messing up or doing something weird or wrong, and yeah lah, that's how I feel. It's just so, I don't want to do it, you know.
Mm. So I'm actually wondering, even as you're saying this now, it seems like
I don't really want to tell you this either, right? It's supposed to help, right?
Okay. How are you feeling any of those symptoms right now?
Yeah, I feel that it's like this lingering at the back, like it's just hovering over you.
Wow.
This.
Okay.
Mm.
That must be really uncomfortable.
Yeah, it can be really uncomfortable. Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
So, okay, that was. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
So again, when you do feel all of this, do you still stay in those kind of situations, or what happens?
I guess that's also why my problems don't get fixed, because I don't always act in a way that I tend to avoid trying to solve these things, I guess. Yeah, and it's just this cycle that keeps perpetuating itself. Yeah.
Okay. So when you say you don't react, so you just stay in that situation, or what happens?
Yeah, that's why I'm here, I guess. Nothing changes. I'm stuck in that situation.
Help me understand. So again, you feel that anxiety, and are you still able to engage?
Oh, no, not at all. I tend not to go in for it. I tend not to strike conversation with someone that I want to talk to, or someone that I think that will make a good friend. I just stay clear entirely. The thought comes to mind, the fear comes in, and I don't act on it.
Okay. Look, Tim, I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing what happens. And again, it does sound like it can be quite upsetting or quite frustrating, actually, because it sounds like you actually do want to make friends.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Again, this being the first time we're meeting, I do want to understand a little bit more. So you've been in university for this is your first semester. How have you been doing academically as well?
I think so far so good. We finished midterms just 2 weeks ago, and my grades came back. I think they're pretty fine. They're just above average. Yeah, I'm happy with it, but I'm just worried that this will continue and to affect it at the end. Yeah.
Other than the work itself, are you involved in whether it's clubs, societies, or things like that?
No, not at all.
Okay. And was that because you are not keen on any of them here, or?
I guess you could say so. I never really had the opportunity to know what there is, and I don't really have I'm not really interested to check, so I never really did. But yeah, I don't think I would join any club or society either.
When you say you never had the opportunity,
I mean, they put posters up once in a while, but I don't really have a look at those.
okay.
I'm not really sure what there is also actually. Yeah.
Is that, again, I'm just curious, is that something that you might want to?
I mean, some things do look interesting, like this philosophy club, but I mean, you meet the people there, and then you have to go through all that, getting to know everyone and then meeting new people, yeah, so
Okay.
maybe not, yeah.
So it sounds, what you're saying is that actually, on the one hand, there's a part of you that would like to explore it, but then maybe it's also you're being held back by some of that worry about.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sure. Now this is something I just ask everyone in general, but any medical history or issues or things like that?
Medical, like,
I don't know whether it be health conditions or physical stuff.
I mean, I do have a bit of eczema.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, when I was younger, that made me a bit more afraid of talking to people. Now, not so much, I guess, but with eczema, I think sometimes it's a bit of asthma.
Okay.
It's a bit hard to breathe, but yeah, that's usually when I was a lot younger. Now not so much. I guess much better under control.
So previously at least that was
Previously,
not so good. And then the asthma, I mean, is that something that's controlled now? Or
yeah, it's much better now, much control. And these were the two things when I was younger. I
Okay.
guess. Now it's much better.
Sure. And also, what about family? Tell me a little bit more. I mean, do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have two older brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the youngest. Both of them are working now. One is working in the bank. The other one is he's actually working next door to the uni only, just at research.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, family, it's pretty normal. I guess my family still together. My parents are together, and yeah, we were raised quite well. Nothing special. I think it's really the kind of family that you like generally think of.
Okay. And in your family, do you know if anybody else might have these kind of worries or be a bit more of an anxious type?
I think I wouldn't really know. My brothers are a bit older than I am, and we don't really talk. I mean, they're closer to each other than I am to the both of them.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's
Okay. And what about with your parents? Or?
I don't think they're anxious, but yeah, I do tell my problems to my parents sometimes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So they are aware of what you're going through.
In fact, they told me that maybe I should come here.
Okay. So it sounds like they are quite supportive.
Yeah, they are supportive, very supportive.
Okay.
And helpful, yeah.
So look, so far, I mean, thank you so much for opening up and being so candid. Perhaps it'd be helpful also to know what is it that you would like to achieve from this.
I think to be a bit more confident at the end of it. I don't want to have that fear, that comes creeping up every time I go speak to somebody. I don't know whether that can be done, but yeah, I mean, at the end of it, I guess what I really need is not to have it affect my performance and other things that I do and at the very least for that to be achieved But I think it'd be nice if I could not have this fear anymore. Yeah.
So if you didn't have that fear anymore, you're saying you would be more confident. Would be what else would be better if you didn't have that creeping fear?
I wouldn't be worrying so much about everything. Wouldn't be spending so much time being so unproductive, and I think I'd generally be happier if I managed to meet new people and
Okay, so you'd be meeting
more comfortable.
people, comfortably meeting more people.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay. So let's think along these lines, and we'll go through a few different things, and I want to keep gathering more information from you along the way, just so that again maybe both you and I can understand the situation a bit more. But yeah, let's start setting some of these goals down and then start moving towards them.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.